Doc, any sexual activity? Me, I wear these hats consistently. Doc, a simple hell yeah would have worked. 20% off now. Ginger lives matter. Y'all got played. We didn't flip Georgia blue for Biden to airstrike Syria. We flipped Georgia blue for our $2,000 stimulus checks. Pro tip, when someone offers you a bribe in exchange for your vote, make sure you get the money up front. I do not give 1 fuck, 2 fucks, red fucks, blue fucks. Exactly 4 more months until the 4th of July. Can I get a hell yeah? If Joe Biden was an album, he would be that U2 album Apple forced on our phones that no one wanted. 1776, they said, give me liberty or give me death. They just wanted justice. 2021, they said, give me what I want or I'll cry in protest. I want it now. CNN once asked a sniper what he feels when he shoots a terrorist. His response, recoil. 35% off now. Kids in 1995, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Adults in 2021, words are literally violence. This is America in 2021.
Right now, the generation of kids that are coming through, everybody gets a damn trophy, okay? You finish last, you come home with a trophy. You kidding me? I mean, what's that teaching kids? It's okay to lose. And unfortunately, it's our society. It's what we're building for. And it's not just in basketball, it's in life. You know, everybody thinks they should get a job. Everybody thinks they should get a good job. No, that's not the way it works. But unfortunately, that's what we are preparing for. Because you finish 5th, you walk home with this nice trophy, parents are all excited. No. I mean, not to be too blunt, but you're a loser. Like, we're losers. We got beat. So you lost. There is no trophy for us. But unfortunately, the way these kids are brought up today, there is a trophy. Because nobody wants anybody to have hard feelings.
I do not like your mental haze. I do not like your leftist ways. I do not like your son on blow. I do not like you, Mr. Joe. The greatest beer cans ever. Salute the troops. Raise your beer to Sergeant Brian German, West Warwick, U.S. Marine Corps, July 18th, 1983 to April 2nd, 2006. Juke 'em and nuke 'em. This never gets old.
Another tip to gun safety is always keep your gun on safety when you're not ready to fire. Well, son of a bitch, Clyde.
I'm sorry.
I told you what. Get in the truck.
At 18, a pretty young age, you can serve your country, fight for our freedom, vote for the president. You have the choice on who leads the nation. Get sent to prison if you do something wrong. And live on your own because you're trusted. But you can't even buy a freaking beer. Get that boy something to drink. CNN asked a sniper what he feels when he shoots a terrorist. His response, recoil. 35% off now. My grandpa says he still goes to the range every week in case Germany wants round 3. Wearing a mask into a restaurant until you sit down is like putting a peeing section in a swimming pool. For Lent, every year, I try to make a decision on what I'm going to give up. But only on Sundays, I gave up Chick-fil-A. It only applies one day of the week, though. So I just can't eat on Sundays. Gas is up. The stock market is down. Your stimulus that was supposed to go out day 1 is nowhere to be found. I mean, I haven't got it. I don't know if you have, but we're back to bombing people. I mean, we're just blowing them up. Be careful what you vote for. You asked for something you didn't get. Doctor, any sexual activity? Me, I wear these hats consistently. Doctor, you could have just said hell yeah. 20% off now. Ginger lives matter. The Kentucky All-State Choir stood outside their hotel rooms and sang the national anthem. They love this country. one day I have as many rights as a gun does. So let me get this straight. You want to be banned from polling places on the day of an election, banned from being able to enter the government buildings, prohibited on school grounds, not allowed in a business if an owner doesn't like what you are, put in a locked cage, safe when you aren't being used, not be allowed in the passenger cabin of an airplane, and be the topic of a never-ending national debate about how dangerous you are to the public and innocent people. Do I understand that correctly? Happy 308. Welcome to the 1-year anniversary of our 2-week lockdown. Right now on eBay, if you go to it, you can buy a copy of Mein Kampf, if you want it. You know, Hitler's book. It was by Hitler, but you can't buy a copy of If I Ran to the Zoo by Dr. Seuss, because it's not allowed anymore. They're taking it all down. Welcome to 2020. You have arrived. 2021. America, the country so great that even its haters refuse to leave. All 50 states now. Ohio. The stock market is crashing. Gas prices are exploding. Small businesses are dying. Enemies are flexing their muscles against us, knowing we'll do nothing. Dr. Seuss is racist, and Congress wants to let 16-year-olds vote. In other words, we have a Democrat president again. The whole damn world has lost its mind. Literally everyone.
Okay, quickly, so I'm misunderstanding. Are we saying that 2 plus 2, if you say it's 4, that's racist? I mean, that sounds like we may be mischaracterizing it. What, if you can quickly sum it up?
No, that's not mischaracterizing it at all. Math is basically racist under this ideology because it says there is no such thing as an objective reality. So 4 might not be the right number. 2 plus 2 might actually equal 5.
If you don't like the mask mandates coming to an end, then keep your mask on. If you don't like schools opening back up, then homeschool your kids. If you don't like restaurants opening at 100% capacity, then eat at home. You do you and I'll do me. That's how it works in America. If I have 7 guns that I own and the government takes 7, they take those guns away. How many do I have left? That's my question. 26. I still have 26 guns. I have 26 guns left. I hid them. I lied about the 7. I wasn't telling the truth. The ugliest shirts of all time. Guaranteed. Brand new. Now. Now that's one ugly shirt. Taxes explained. This girl, Sarah Sanders, knows exactly what she's talking about here.
Suppose that every day 10 people, for our purposes, we'll say reporters, go out for beer, and the bill for all 10 comes to $100. If these 10 reporters paid their tab every night the way we pay our taxes, it would go something like this. The first 4, the poorest, would pay nothing. The 5th would pay $1. The 6th would pay $3. The 7th would pay $7. The 8th would pay $12. The 9th would pay $18. The 10th, the richest, would pay $59. So that's what they decided to do. The 10 reporters drank in the bar every day and seemed quite happy with the arrangement until one day the bar owner threw them a curveball. Since you're all such good customers, he said, I'm going to reduce the cost of your daily beer by $20. Drinks for the 10 reporters would now cost just $80. The group still wanted to pay their bill the way we pay our taxes, so the first 4 were unaffected. They would still drink for free. But what about the other 6? How could they divide the $20 windfall so that everyone would get their fair share? These are the reporters after all, so they're concerned with fairness. They realize that $20 divided by 6 is $3.33. But if they subtracted that from everybody's share, then the 5th reporter and the 6th reporter, which would each end up being paid to drink beer. So the bar owner suggested that it would be fair to reduce each man's bill by a higher percentage the poorer he was. By doing that, he explained, they'd continue following the principle of the tax system they'd been using. So he proceeded to work out the amounts he suggested that each should pay now. And so the 5th reporter, like the first 4, now paid nothing. He got a 100% saving. The 6th now paid $2 instead of $3, a 33% saving. The 7th now paid $5 instead of $7, a 28% saving. The 8th now paid $9 instead of $12, a 25% saving. The 9th now paid $14 instead of $18, which was a 22% saving. And the 10th now paid $49 instead of $59, a 16% saving. So each of the 6 was better off than before, and the first 4 continued to drink for free. But once outside the bar, the reporters began to compare their savings. I only got $1 out of the $20 saving, declared the 6th reporter, and she pointed to the 10th reporter. He got 10. Yes, that's right, exclaimed the 5th reporter. I only saved $1 too. It's unfair that he received 10 times more benefit than me. That's true, shouted the 7th reporter. Why should he get $10 back when I only got 2? The wealthy gets all the breaks. Wait a minute, yelled the first 4 reporters in unison. We didn't get anything at all. This new tax system exploits the poor. The 9 reporters yelled at the 10th and made him feel bad. So the next night, the 10th man didn't show up for drinks, and the 9 sat down and had their beers without him. But when it came time to pay the bill, they discovered something important. They no longer had enough money between them all to even cover half of the bill. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how our tax system works.
Payday Candy Bar is changing its name because it's offensive to those who don't work. Me believes COVID is real, thinks that everyone has a right to wear a mask or not, is certain that COVID is being used for political purposes and public control. Don't like minimum wages? Well, if you have minimum skills, barely any, minimum education, barely any, and minimum motivation, barely any, why the hell should you be paid more? You don't earn it. Doctor, any sexual activity? Me, I wear these hats consistently. Doctor, a simple hell yeah would have worked. 20% off now. Ginger lives matter. Didn't win the lottery, but I woke up in the greatest country in the world, and that's kind of the same thing. Fuck yeah.
$2,000 stimulus check. A minimum wage of $15.
This is not kids being kept in cages.
Money that will go out the door immediately. No deportations in the first 100 days. Put an end to the block in Washington.
Deliver a bold, progressive vision.
Isn't that what y'all called kids in cages for the past 4 years? Breaking, CBS News has learned that the number of unaccompanied migrant kids in CBP custody has nearly tripled in the last 2 weeks. The current number of children in CBP custody is the highest in the agency's history, a former DHS official tells CBS. Hey fellas, stop sexually harassing women. Shouldn't do it. If she's not your girl, you don't touch her. You don't lay a finger on her unless she gives you her consent. Don't show her your sausage and taters. She don't want to see it. Don't do nothing. If she's not interested, that's her choice. It's not that damn hard. It's easy to do. CNN asks a sniper what he feels when he shoots a terrorist. His response, recoil. 20% off now. As a UK man living in a mostly gunless society, answer me this, America. Why do civilians need guns like this? Our founders needed guns so we wouldn't have to care what England thought ever again. Come and take it.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la.
Buck fighting. If we all do our part, then by July 4th, there's a good chance folks will be able to gather with family and close friends to celebrate Independence Day. Government giving you permission to celebrate Independence Day, if your behavior is acceptable, is peak 2021. Maybe this will finally get Democrats to cancel Joe. The ugliest t-shirts of all time, guaranteed. 20% off now, though. That's one ugly shirt. If you think you need the government's permission to hug your grandma or have a barbecue, you're an idiot. Sorry, no nice way to say it. This is America. Act like it.
Penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, dime, nickel, penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, quarter.
Hey, get out.